Welcome, everyone. Out of the womb here, as a recording of this is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Today I'm taking a little scooter ride, rode around on this, so I got it all charged up, and I'm going to drive around the now closed and empty Tupperware headquarters facility here in Kissimmee, Florida, on Orange Blossom Trail. Very recently, they have filed bankruptcy. They completely closed. Over the last few years, maybe even the last decade, they have downsized dramatically. But the property here was still kept. They had a gift shop open, even though it was a smaller portion of the immense amount of land they used to own. They still had part of it open. But now, none of it is part of Tupperware anymore. Tupperware has been erased from existence in Central Florida. I kind of have a soft spot for Tupperware because not only is it an amazing product, or was an amazing product, even though who knows, it's bounced back. But my mom was a Tupperware manager in the 80s and early 90s, and I remember me growing up in the 80s. She did very well as a manager at all the Tupperware parties. She still to this day has so many people. And I since have, collected some over the years, going to garage sales and thrift stores. I'll get Tupperware for my house as well. So I'm just going to peruse around the property, show what's left, little remnants of the Tupperware generation, the end of an era, because this is probably all going to go away very soon. And I wanted to kind of document it for its song. Join me. Goodbye to Tupperware. Wow, hard to believe, right? Join me. Let's cruise around. Jolly. Whenever I see places like this, I always think back to memories and, associates and employees that were out here. They're obviously painting something along here. They'd open this bay door. You can still see the spray paint down there. Possibly even painting. Well, I don't know what they're painting. They're thinking maybe some sort of sealed food storage, but probably not. This building that I was just standing in front of when I was starting off the day at was the photo studio, which I am taking to me, but this is where they would, all the catalogs and brochures and anything where you have a Tupperware party and you would have the Tupperware dealer would give you a little pamphlet or a sales pitch. All the photos for all the products that you would buy were taken right inside this very building, photo studio. I wrapped your head around that. I mean, if you're part of the whole Tupperware generation, it's pretty wild to think about this. You might own a piece that you purchased at a party, and the picture was taken right inside here. Yeah. Building number 2. I'm just kind of rolling over to building number 3. Now this property is probably going to be bought, demolished, and used for I or for someone else. This is warehouse B in building number 3. Just wow to think the Tupperware is gone. Been here a couple times in my life. One time, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, my mom and I came out here. A lot more stuff was open. Then I came out here a couple of years ago, and I was just showing the downsizing of it. And I'm back here one final time. Photography warehouse. Now, there's another property you can stretch all the way over towards where the convention center is. The convention center sold many, many years ago. We used to have concerts there. I think even when Tupperware used to own it, they used to have, concerts and events and things in there. But that property has since been bought by someone else. I think they were using it for a learning facility, and now it's closed, and they're changing it to something else. So all the stuff I'm showing here is just these, probably of the original property that the company owned. But it's still very expansive. But gosh, back in the 80s and 90s, when my mom would come to her Jubilees, the Jubilees where you take all the successful Tupperware managers from across the U.S. or maybe even the world. I think it was more of a U.S. thing. They would all be invited to the Jubilee. We would tie in those trips for her coming to the Jubilee in the 80s into Disney trips. So in a roundabout way, kind of helps. If we first go into Disney, you have a look for Disney. This is the design center. There's smoking. Wow, look at this. There you got product development right there. It's really developing products, testing them out. They're also utilizing parking lots. These are not employees. These are cars that are stored over here through Tesla. So Tesla evidently is renting part of it for the parking area for some of their cars, for their dealers. That's what all these are. There's nobody. For assistance, use the phone. They didn't want to give any of their secrets away. If you look inside, there are still some posters and things promoting products. Kind of tough to see. I'm looking through the window and have my hand cupped around so the glare doesn't obscure it. This is the meeting hall in the information technology area. Another phone you have to call. Meeting hall on the first floor, information technology on the second floor. And if you peek in, you can see all the like sticky tape where they have the promotional posters in there. And into this all. Oh, evidently they were selling office stuff for this. They were having an auction out here recently too. Everything's out of there now though. And there's a constant flow of employees bringing the Teslas over. Bicycle parking only. Human Wellness Center, building number 5. West floor. They would go. It's also interesting that the power's still on some of the buildings. They got AC running in there. Butterfly gardens, have all the different types of butterflies. Weather warm, obviously, and seeing better days. Get this beautiful fountain over here. One of the That's what happens with a fountain. It's not pumping water in circulation for a long time. Turns into just nasty algae and grossness. Back in 2012. Oh my goodness. Anna Brongard, back in 2012, for a recognition of 20 years as a partner, had this been